Hello, my name is Drayson. My name in drag is SonnyD. The D stands for Doom Patrol. Today I'm going to be recapping / reviewing the third episode from season 4 of Doom Patrol on HBO Max. Wow, that was a long intro. The episode starts off with us seeing Rita, and of course she's still upset that the rest of the Doom Patrol chose Madame Rouge over her to lead the group. We also see Rita gets an invitation to go to like a film exhibition that is dedicated to her. We then jump over to Jane, who in the last episode received a bag full of mismatching blank puzzle pieces and a message for her to find her purpose. Well, now she's looking through the puzzle pieces and she finally finds one that has an image on it. It's actually an eyeball belonging to someone she recognizes. Well, the puzzle piece sort of like interacts with her and it engulfs her in some sort of mist, which she later describes of having a seducing, almost orgasmic feeling about it. She then tries to share this moment with Cliff, who is resentful about it because up until then he hasn't really been able to feel except for with his new feeling hand when he killed that zombie butt. So the cast of this show is quite big, so we often jump around from character to character. So next up is Larry, who of course is having problems with Keeg, his little extraterrestrial electrical currency alien baby, who has seemingly left Larry. Well, Madame Rouge shows up and she tells Larry, maybe it's time to move on from Keeg. And Larry of course responds with, well, maybe you should make up with Rita. Which I'm assuming is a reference to the fact that in the last season we found out that Madame Rouge basically was the reason all of Rita's old friends had died, and she ended up killing Rita's old lover. Honestly, that was such a great storyline in season 3. Wow. So we then catch up with Cyborg, who goes to meet some of his old friends. They're really judgy, especially now that Vic has become Vic again and not Cyborg. But you know, the camaraderie is still there. We even get like a genuine booyah out of him. Anyways, they decide to play this game of laser tag, and in the middle of laser tag, Vic and his friend decide to stop playing and have an emotional discussion about how him becoming Cyborg affected their relationship all these years. And while that is all happening, of course Vic is being zero help to his new friends, the Doom Patrol. Speaking of, remember when I said Rita was invited to like a film exhibition dedicated to her? Well, obviously it was a trap. She gets like transported into an old movie of hers. And in the movie, one of the actors hands her this necklace that collects her emotions. Anyways, back at the house, Rouge calls a team meeting so that the rest of the group can work on trust. And her first mission is that they all decide to go and support Rita at her film exhibition. But of course, when we get there, they realize it's a trap. And by that time, it's too late. Everybody but Rouge gets sucked into the movies. Now the group has to figure out how to get out of them. So Rouge heads back to the mansion house. Anyway, she goes through Dr. Calder's old files, and she finds out that this monster that has been, like, terrorizing them is actually an emotion vampire named Dr. Janice. But the only way to stop her was redacted in a report, so basically Rouge is screwed. Can I just say, every character in this show is just so great. I mean, except for Cyborg, but maybe that's just because I'm annoyed of him. But there is just something so charismatic about Madame Rouge. I love her addition to the team, and I need to, like, look up in the comics or, like, other cartoons to see if she's a part of the team, usually, because I just love her so much and I want to see her in more things. The episode actually ends with Keeg being the one to figure out how to stop Dr. Janice, So he like flies and he tears apart her whole hallucination, dream, trap world. But not before Dr. Janice can strip the emotion necklace from Rita, and she declares that Immortus will rise. Also, Keek flies into like some random guy who was in that dreamscape hallucination world. What was that about? And then we end up with Rita not waking up from that dream when everyone else does. Wow, I'm so excited to see how this all turns out. What is going to happen for the Doom Patrol? Is the Apocalypse still a posing threat? Who is Immortus and what is his goal, his endgame? What other imminent dangers will the group face? There are so many questions to be answered. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you aren't watching the show, go and watch the show. I can only repeat myself so many times. This show is incredible. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.